April 25, 2022. The news broke like a tremor across the global internet. Elon Musk, the charismatic and often controversial CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, announced his intent to acquire Twitter for an astonishing $44 billion. It was a deal that would forever reshape the digital town square, sparking debates, fears, and hopes for its future. But what if that day never came? What if, through a twist of fate or a different executive decision, the deal collapsed, and Twitter remained under its existing leadership? This is the story of an internet that could have been, a world where Twitter followed a profoundly different path. The acquisition, for better or worse, dramatically altered Twitter's trajectory. It led to a rebranding as X, sweeping organizational changes, and a fundamental shift in its mission. But in our alternate timeline, the deal falters. Perhaps the financing falls through, or Musk simply loses interest after a brief flirtation, deciding the regulatory hurdles or the platform's intrinsic challenges are too great. The world takes a breath, and Twitter Incorporated continues to operate as it always had, under the guidance of CEO Parag Agrawal. His leadership, once seemingly a brief interlude, now becomes the cornerstone of a new era. Parag Agrawal had taken the reins from co-founder Jack Dorsey in November 2021, inheriting a company facing significant headwinds. User growth was stagnant, advertising revenue was volatile, and content moderation remained a perpetual tightrope walk. Without Musk's intervention, Agrawal's mandate would have been clear: stabilize the ship and find a sustainable path to profitability and growth. His vision, prior to the acquisition, leaned towards decentralization and a focus on core product improvements. Now, he'd have the opportunity to fully implement it, without the immense pressure of an impending hostile takeover. Twitter's financial health was a constant concern. While profitable in some quarters, it struggled with consistent growth compared to competitors like Meta. In our alternate reality, the pressure to demonstrate value to shareholders intensifies. The company likely doubles down on improving its core advertising business, investing in better targeting algorithms and more appealing ad formats. Data privacy and user trust would be paramount, as any misstep could deter advertisers. The focus shifts from radical overhauls to incremental, data-driven improvements to maximize existing revenue streams. Before Musk, Twitter was already exploring subscription models. Twitter Blue, launched in 2021, offered early access to features and an ad-free experience. In our timeline, Agrawal's team would likely expand this offering, perhaps segmenting users with tiered subscriptions. Imagine a Twitter Pro for businesses, offering advanced analytics and scheduling, or a Twitter Premium with enhanced content creation tools and stronger moderation features. This would provide a crucial diversified revenue stream, less reliant on the often fickle advertising market, allowing for more predictable financial planning and innovation. Content moderation was a persistent challenge, drawing criticism from all sides. In this alternate reality, Twitter under Agrawal would likely continue its iterative, policy-driven approach, prioritizing transparency and user feedback. We might see a more robust, independent appeals process, or even decentralized moderation committees. The emphasis would be on building trust and maintaining a broadly acceptable environment for advertisers and a diverse user base, rather than embracing a more anything-goes philosophy. The platform would evolve slower, but perhaps with greater public confidence and less controversy. Under Musk's ownership, the Twitter API saw significant changes, leading to the demise of many third-party apps and a fractured developer community. In our alternate world, Agrawal's Twitter might foster a more open and collaborative developer ecosystem. Recognizing the value that third-party clients and tools bring, Twitter could maintain more generous API access, perhaps with tiered pricing for commercial use, but still encouraging innovation. This would allow for a richer, more diverse array of services built on top of the platform, enhancing its utility and reach without centralizing all control. Jack Dorsey, Twitter's co-founder, had long championed decentralized social media, an idea that led to the funding of Project Blue Sky. In our timeline, with Agrawal at the helm, Twitter might have slowly integrated some decentralized elements. This could mean supporting the IT protocol or even developing its own federated standards, allowing users more control over their data and experiences. It wouldn't be an overnight transformation, but a gradual shift towards a more open and interoperable social web, a stark contrast to the closed garden approach often seen in the real world. The ripple effect of a non-acquisition extends far beyond Twitter itself. In our timeline, the social media landscape isn't defined by the vacuum created by Musk's X. Without the abrupt changes, the controversies, and the user exodus that followed the actual takeover, the urgency for alternatives would be less pronounced. Meta, for instance, might not feel compelled to rush a direct competitor to market, and smaller, independent platforms would face a different competitive environment. The entire ecosystem would breathe differently, less reactive, perhaps more innovative. Meta launched Threads in July 2023, largely capitalizing on the discontent and instability at Twitter post-acquisition. In our alternate reality, where Twitter under Agrawal is still Twitter, perhaps more stable and incrementally improving, Meta's strategy changes. Threads might still launch, but likely as a more cautious experiment, perhaps focusing on Instagram's existing communities rather than as a direct Twitter killer. Its design and feature set might diverge significantly, not needing to directly mimic the platform Musk was disrupting, but instead forging its own unique identity from the outset. Blue Sky, initially incubated by Twitter, gained significant traction after Musk's takeover as users sought decentralized alternatives. In our world, its journey is less about escaping a chaotic landlord and more about proving the viability of the IT protocol on its own merits. It might still launch in beta, gathering a dedicated following, but potentially with more support or even integration from a Twitter interested in federated social networks. The narrative shifts from escape to experimentation, focusing on its unique protocol benefits rather than simply being not Twitter. Mastodon and the broader Fediverse experienced a surge in users during the uncertainty of the actual Twitter acquisition. In our alternate timeline, while still a vital platform for specific communities, its explosive growth might have been tempered. Without the mass exodus from Twitter, Mastodon would remain a strong, but more niche, alternative for those actively seeking decentralized and community-driven spaces, rather than becoming a primary destination for disaffected mainstream users. Its growth would be organic, attracting those already philosophically aligned with its federated model, not just those fleeing instability. A critical aspect of a non-Musk Twitter would be its relationship with advertisers. In our reality, many brands pulled advertising due to concerns over content moderation and brand safety under X. In the alternate timeline, Twitter, under Agrawal, would likely work diligently to maintain advertiser trust through consistent content policies, robust brand safety tools, and transparent reporting. This stability would be a significant asset, ensuring a more predictable and potentially healthier revenue stream, allowing Twitter to invest in features that benefit both users and businesses alike. How would the everyday user experience differ? Without the rapid, often controversial feature changes and policy shifts, Twitter would likely feel more familiar, evolving at a more deliberate pace. We might see incremental improvements to the timeline algorithm, better tools for managing replies and DMs, and a continued focus on anti-spam efforts. The blue checkmark might remain a verification of identity, rather than a paid subscription feature. The platform would be less of a roller coaster, offering a more stable, albeit perhaps less exciting, daily interaction for its millions of users. Perhaps the most striking difference is the absence of X itself. The radical rebranding, the shift away from the bird logo, and the aspiration to become an everything app would simply never occur. Twitter would remain Twitter, its identity tied to its original vision as a real-time information network. There would be no chief twit making daily pronouncements and policy changes via the platform itself. The public discourse around the platform would focus more on its utility and content, less on the personality of its owner, leading to a different kind of media scrutiny. The media's relationship with Twitter also diverges. Without the constant stream of controversy and policy reversals stemming from the acquisition, journalists and news organizations might view the platform as a more reliable, less volatile source for breaking news and public sentiment. It might encourage more thoughtful engagement rather than reactive sensationalism. The platform would likely still grapple with misinformation, but perhaps with more consistent, agreed-upon strategies rather than the shifting sands of individual decision-making. This stability could make Twitter a more trusted, albeit still imperfect, public square. The core tension in this alternate timeline lies between stable, iterative innovation and radical disruption. Twitter, under Agrawal, would likely prioritize incremental improvements, careful policy adjustments, and a focus on financial sustainability. The actual timeline, with Musk, delivered rapid, often chaotic disruption. While the latter forced a re-evaluation of social media's role and potential, the former might have cultivated a more mature, predictable, and perhaps ultimately more resilient platform. The Internet's trajectory could be defined by steady evolution rather than explosive, unpredictable change. In the end, the what-if scenario presents us with a different kind of social media landscape. A Twitter that remained Twitter, evolving within its established parameters, might have been less volatile, less polarizing, and perhaps more stable for its users and advertisers. The rise of Threads and Blue Sky would have been shaped by different competitive pressures, potentially leading to different products. This isn't to say it would have been a perfect world. Twitter's challenges were profound, but it would have been a different set of challenges, met with a different leadership philosophy, resulting in a profoundly altered internet experience. The decision for Elon Musk to acquire Twitter was not just a business transaction, it was a pivot point for a significant part of the global digital conversation. Our exploration into this alternate timeline serves as a powerful reminder of how individual decisions, particularly by influential figures, can send ripples through entire industries and shape the collective online experience. It prompts us to consider the value of continuity versus disruption, and to reflect on the kind of digital spaces we truly want to inhabit. The internet we have today is a product of specific choices, but countless other internets were always possible.